clear this up. I think Husky better better retreat quickly, or he's gonna lose this roach, and he actually, let's just see, oh, he actually might lose this roach as well. A bit of misclick there. Oh, and he does take that out. So surprised here at this point. Husky still has not gotten an expansion yet. He is putting more static defenses, but he is, as we can see, according to the income tab, he is falling very far behind versus Thos here. His 19 harvesters to Thos is 24. And let me just take a look here. I think Thos here is now researching blink technology here, so those stalkers will be a lot more effective now with the blink. And we did have a quick battle here. I think Thos did push up, but he did run into a wall of zerglings and a couple of roaches, but he should be able to clean this up here, where actually he might just retreat and just wait for reinforcements. And as we've seen here, I've seen a lot of Protoss players do this. As they push, they always bring along a probe, and the probe just drops one pylon, and the pylon allows you to warp in reinforcements, which is great for either pushing or securing an expansion. So we'll see how that plays part in this game. I think at this point, Husky is very far behind, and he'll probably have to consider doing something fairly cheesy or significant to kind of win the game, either running his zerglings through his base and taking out the probe line or something along the lines of that. So we do have a fight here. Nice use of force fields from Thos, kind of blocking off the roaches and taking out a couple zerglings. If we just take a quick look at the units lost tab, we can see that they're all fairly similar, but Husky has lost a lot more units, and we can see that he has lost a lot more zerglings at this point. But one thing to note is Zerg is limited by the amount of larvae they have, so definitely Husky at this point is very far behind, and he's limited in the sense that he cannot build any more gatherers or harvesters in that sense, because he's using all his larvae to pump out more and more units. So we're gonna have another clash here. As we can see, I think at this point there's not much Husky can do. That is just a huge stalker army, as well as he has the meat shields in front with the stalkers. And again, he is putting another probe here, building another pylon, so he will be able to reinforce right into the Husky's base. And I think the spine crawler is going to go down here. And let's just see what else. Husky is trying to build more roaches. I think he did get a hydro den down, but he did get this other gas, which he hasn't been gathering since it's been built. So a bit of mismanagement there, but nonetheless, I think it's too late for a comeback here. I think at this point, definitely Thos will be able to kind of just reinforce his units here and just kind of take apart Husky, which is at one base. One thing about Zergs is they definitely are reliant on the larva, so it's usually the needs. If you ever play a Zerg player, they're usually always trying to expand you know, at multiple bases, multiple hatcheries, just because it does give them advantage in the game in either unit production and in income as well. So there's another clash here. I'm not too sure if that's the greatest use of energy with the Guardian Shield, just because Guardian Shield only does affect range or projectiles, and as we can see, he only had a couple roaches there, and it was a mainly Zergling army. But nonetheless, I think he will be able to finish this up. I don't think there will be anything Husky will be able to do. Just a quick look at the production tab here. He is making a couple more Zerglings and a queen, but I don't think it will matter here. This is just too much, too big of a stalker army for Husky to handle, as well as he does have the extra pylons to reinforce. So I think this is a GG here. Let's just see here if Husky does show some good manners by GGing out. Let's just check here. I think he should be GGing out here. He is a good friend of mine. We do play a lot of games, so let's just see how that happens. I think great play by Thos again. This was during the early couple weeks of the patch, so I guess he did you know, maybe have a couple practice games where his build order is fairly good as well. Husky there probably has worked a lot on his game now. He does play a lot better, and he does GG out. So that's great. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe to see more of my commentary, and if you do have any other replays, feel free to send me them. I will put a link on the sidebar of the YouTube in case you'd like to email me some replays that you thought were interesting or you'd like me to cast. All right, so thanks so much again for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys later. 604 out.